Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce. Welcome to a drawing stream where you're going to be watching the GameCube. Not me drawing, but the GameCube. Put that right there. Uh-oh. No, it won't fall down. There we go. That's better. Product placement. What's up, Carrot? There we go. Yeah. Nice Animal Crossing ambiance tonight. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, so I'm working on this thing that I was working on last night, that I started last night, and I believe I'll get it finished.
Ask Carrot how he's doing with his bones.
Oh yeah, how are you doing? You said you might have sprained your wrist during last night's stream. We never got a follow-up. Obviously, you're good enough to type now, so that's good news. But would you like to share with the class what happened, Carrot? What tragedy befell you last evening? I'm gonna go ahead and continue working on some coloring here.
He's not the one with the screen door in his room, is he?
No, that was Joe. Joe had the screen door.
I was gonna say maybe that's why he tripped and fell.
Yeah. This project has taken quite a bit of time, but I think it turned out pretty nice.
I think so.
Yeah, a fun little thingamajig. Don't need that. Doing a little bit with some Sharpie right now. Some Sharpie coloring. Not the most sophisticated, but it's fun.
Careful, you'll ruin your table underneath.
Nah. This paper's nice and thick. Haven't had any bleed at all. Some no bleed paper. That's what you want. You want no bleed paper. You don't want nosebleed paper. Unless it was paper that you could hold up when you're having a nosebleed that would not bleed through the paper itself. But that would just be that would be no bleed paper again, which is what we started with in the first place. You know what I mean?
I'm just reading what Carrot said.
No. We have an update.
Like me.
Carrot says, I got it in a splint. The wrist is sprained. Carrot has wood floors, and his dog decided it would be a lovely idea to piss on the floor, even though she's potty trained, and Carrot slipped in it. Now Carrot's ego and wrist are damaged.
That sounds like something one of our dogs would do.
That does. It sounds very much like something one of our dogs would do, and it sounds like something that would happen to Jess. Though I wouldn't be able to blame you if that happened, because that's not something you plan for.
Sometimes I fall for no reason at all.
Yeah. I wouldn't make fun of you if you slipped in piss.
You might ask me what I'm doing.
Well,
What's your favorite
until we figured it out. That's an understandable reason to fall down. No one's expecting their potty trained dog to take a piss on the hardwood floors and then, you know. Done with that one.
The only thing worse than having to clean up dog pee or poop is to fall in it and hurt yourself at the same time.
Well, at least it was a minor injury. It could have been worse, I guess. Doesn't sound like anything was broken. You know, a sprain is easier to deal with than a break. Or a concussion. Could have slipped and hit your head. Doesn't sound like that happened, so that's good. These are all good things, all things to celebrate. It's too similar.
Don't do that.
Switch that. That one's out. It's out of juice.
Do you need assistance?
No.
Oh, I wish I would have thought about it. I've got all my personal coloring markers downstairs. I never get to use these days.
Didn't even think of that.
Yeah, and they have both a broad tip and a brush tip, so you can choose which one suits your fancy. And they're blendable if you want to get crazy.
There's no blending with Sharpies. If you try, it turns into a big old mess. You just get brown. You try blending Sharpies together. No. There's going to be a little spot right there. Can't do anything about it now. Over there. Color I'm using right now is kind of like a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. It's a good color. I don't have much interest in learning color theory and blending and all that stuff.
Sad.
That's all you. But I like coloring like this, like I'm doing a coloring book.
It's really have that much more complicated to learn these things.
Well, you say that.
I could probably sum it up in like a 10-15 minute conversation. Give you the cliff notes. See right there, this person has used nice color theory. These all go good together.
Yeah. Those aren't even the like totally accurate ones.
Yours is actually more striking in that manner than the one that was on your tablet.
Well, thanks.
It's more purple than pink, which is a good thing for what you got going on. That's a good change.
Thanks. Did I see Joe here?
Yeah, he just said sorry he's late.
Oh, no problem. Take a seat wherever you want. It's all right.
Brush my teeth.
Okay. So really now I just need to do the background. I need to color the background in, and that's going to be it. And I'll be done with this. We all finished up. You need to tell me something, eh? Go ahead. Have you found a nice spot for your screen door yet? Is that what you would like to talk about? Or are you still mulling that over? Let's see here. Okay, well. Go ahead and I will not do that, Joe. Oh yeah, you got to see a little bit of the art last night, and I will be able to show off a brand new piece here this evening as soon as I get it all finished up here. Soon as we get this background all colored in, have a brand new piece of artwork to show off. Hooray! Yay! Fantastic. It's super loud already. The alarm that you're talking about, going to kind of work around the edge here. Going around the edge of the paper. If you're trying to follow along in your mind. If you're trying to act like this was a normal drawing stream where the artist is showing you what they're working on. That's not what we're doing here, though. Not what we do here at the Super Divorce YouTube channel. I like to do things a little bit differently. Just having a go of things and going around the edge of the paper with this Sharpie marker. Just making our way around, just nice, just around the perimeter. I have not visited this Animal Crossing world in I don't know how many years. What's funny is I would probably get yelled at if I actually started playing, because they tell you how long it's been. My guess is maybe 5 years since I last fired this up. This, by the way, is my original GameCube over here. The first game system that I actually purchased with my own money. That's a little bit of trivia. I purchased this GameCube with my own money. I don't know where I was working at the time. I'd have to see what the release date was on the GameCube. And I didn't get it like when it launched right away. I bought it basically to play the Resident Evil remake. I think that was the first game that I purchased for it. I remember going to Best Buy and I bought the GameCube and I bought that Resident Evil remake. Walked out like a big boss man. A big shot. With his very first console purchased with my own paycheck money. Like a real son of a bitch. And I still have it right here to this day. Look at that. It's a nice relaxing screen to have on. You could put this on in the background while you're reading, while you're doing your homework, while you're studying. Not necessarily for school either. You can be studying anything you want to. Maybe you decided in your free time you wanted to learn calculus. So you picked up a calculus book at the local library. This would be a great thing to put on in the background while you're studying your calculus. Carrot says, I haven't played my GameCube Animal Crossing in about 7 years. My original GameCube shit out on me. I have to use the Wii to play GameCube games. Ah, yeah, so you got one of the good Wiis, as did I. And then, of course, the good Wii U would play Wii games. After a while, they stopped giving you that backwards compatibility perk, which I think is lame. But that's just me. I've always been a fan of game systems that give you that backwards compatibility. Perhaps the most valuable one that people seem to always want to track down. You always hear people lamenting that they got rid of their 80 gig PS3, the one that could play PS2 games. I still have mine, of course. Pretty much keep all my game systems. But I think it's a good thing to hang on to. Sometimes you get in a pinch and it's like, oh, I could sell this and have a few bucks. But really, in the big scheme of things, it's not worth it. I think I sold my original Xbox. That's like one of the only game systems I ever sold in my life. And I sold that because I needed to pay a bill or something when I was, whatever, my late teens or early 20s. It's not worth it, man. You take your shit into GameStop or whatever, and it's like, turn over your system and all the games, and you get like $50, so you can pay that one bill. They really, you probably could have been late on. It would have been fine. And you wouldn't have gotten rid of all your shit. It's going to be such a pain in the ass to try and get it all back again. I've never fully recovered my original Xbox collection since then. I did pick up another original Xbox, and I've got some games, but that's one collection I've not recovered. Because I was a stupid idiot and sold it all in a pinch for way less than it was worth. Now there's egg on my face all these years later. Like a chump. I also did a really stupid thing around the same time. I was having money troubles. Working shit jobs, being stupid. But I had I don't know if anyone's into guitars, I had a Sunburst American Telecaster, and I was like, oh no, my bills, I gotta pay, and I don't have enough money for my job, so I guess I'll have to sell my guitar. Dumbass. I think I sold that at Guitar Center for like $300 is what they gave me. Absolutely highway robbery. Stupid horse shit. Oh yes, young and stupid. Priorities out of whack. I mean, you might look at that and say, well, wait, hold on. Is it stupid that you wanted to pay your bills? No, that's not stupid. It was stupid what I did to pay these, I don't even know what bills they were that were due at the time. Probably a credit card bill or something, and it's like, oh no, they called me. You don't realize how just naggy these credit card companies are. You can kind of push it, I'm not advising people to do that, to pay your bills late. I'm just saying if If you're a few weeks late, even a month, it's okay. I think it's like 30 days is when they'll put it on your credit report. But it's not going to collections after a month or anything. You got a little bit of time there. You got some leeway. Don't sell precious valuables for stupid prices just because you want to get the monkey off your back, as it were. Because you don't want the man coming around nagging you about, you ready to make a payment today? No, actually I'm not. I'll give you a call back when I'm ready to do that. Okay? And then you just hang up. And they'll have to deal with it. And life goes on. And you have your stuff. And it's not going to get repoed. They're not sending a repo man to your house because you're a couple weeks late on your credit card bill. So I've made my outline all the way around this page, and now I'm outlining kind of the subject matter here. Coming along nicely. If I had to guess, I would say I have between a half hour and 45 minutes left to go on this. Maybe less than that. I don't know. It'll pick up the pace when I get kind of the finer details outlined. Then I can start kind of going to town. But right now we got corners to get to, corners and crevices. So I can't really go crazy yet. Gotta keep slow rolling it for just a bit. Just a bit. Just thought it was done. No, it's not done yet. I haven't shown anything. I showed some artwork last night. I showed the old Super Divorce pictures. But I have not shown this piece yet. This has yet to be unveiled. Kind of got my last set of little details to go around here. May have overshot on my time estimate. I said 30 minutes to 45. I think we might actually be closer to 20 now that I'm kind of cruising along. Carrot wonders who came up with phrases in the English language such as more than one way to skin a cat. I don't know, I don't think I've ever come up with anything like that on my own. I guess just you're in a situation and maybe in that particular instance someone's trying to, they've got their normal way of skinning the cat, whatever that is, and then something happened and they were not able to skin the cat the way they normally do. Maybe the knife that they would normally use for cat skinning, they couldn't find it. So he was looking around and he just found whatever. Found something else laying around. A different knife, or maybe like a pair of gardening shears. Something he wouldn't normally have used for cat skinning. But he's like, you know what? I can't find my normal cat skinning knife. But, I got these. I got these gardening shears. I can probably use these. I guess there's more than one way to skin a cat. And then he does it, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. There's another one. Don't know where that came from. Bob's your uncle. Getting mighty close to having the detail work done here. Keep talking about the deets, the details. Almost through this detail portion of my background color outlining. Lots of color here. Lots of color going on. Oh, you suggesting perhaps you could use a spork to skin a cat? I think that'd be a lot of work. It might get messy. You'd have to have a pretty heavy-duty spork as well. Normally the sporks you see are very flimsy. You know, the kind you get from KFC. Really flimsy plastic sporks. You don't see too many gourmet sporks. A nice porcelain spork. Maybe one made out of diamond. Now that would be something. A diamond spork. You could skin a cat with that. It'd be quite an article. Quite something to show up to a dinner party with. Everyone sits down to eat. You pull out a briefcase with a lock on it. The hush goes over the entire audience. Everyone gathered to eat dinner, just watching you intently as you take out this briefcase, and everyone wants to ask, what does he have in there? What is that? No one says anything. You just watch intently to see what you will produce from your luxurious briefcase. And what do you pull out but a diamond spork? Diamond spork. Perhaps ruby encrusted. Ruby and what's the fucking the green one? Jade, emerald, ruby and emerald encrusted diamond spork. You want to turn some heads at your dinner party? There you go. That's how you do it. Alright, so now I'm doing the work of like your HP inkjet printer. Now I'm just going across the background, laying this ink down. Slinging ink, as they say in the tattoo world. The man or woman who came up with the spork's a damned hero, says Carrot. And on the subject of a diamond spork, Carrot recalls in a Call of Duty Zombies map you could get a golden spork as part of an Easter egg. Oh. Well, they were on to something there. Could it be used as a weapon? I never played that. That'd be a good weapon, though. You can see a little bit in the reflection of the TV. I was wondering if people might start circulating conspiracies over time, because you can't actually see me working on stuff. So when I do show things, people will be like, hey, what if the reason he never shows himself drawing is because he's actually making his wife do all the work for him? And any of the artwork that he shows is actually not anything that he's drawn himself, because he can't draw. What if he's not capable of doing anything on his own? And it's all big ruse. That's why he points the camera at the television. But I think we can call that one debunked, because you can see me in the reflection when the screen goes black there. You can see that I am working on stuff here. Right now you can see there's a paper there. You can, yeah. It's a good thing I got this nice soothing background music here. Kind of work that some people might consider tedious. I don't really mind it. I think it's kind of relaxing. But the background music does make it feel a bit more elegant. Got to make sure we get the good saturation. That's why I can't just scribble this shit all over the background and be done. It's like, I don't want blank spots here. So I'm making sure the color is nice and packed in, so we don't have a big splotchy background. Trying to make it fairly even. You do get a little bit of a wavy effect across the background with a marker like a Sharpie, but rest assured it's not going to be a half-assed attempt here. This was challenging. This was a challenging thing to do. It was more challenging than I thought it was going to be. Let me say that. But I'm happy with how it turned out. Super divorce, says Joe's World. Joe's World, says super divorce. Yeah, I guess that you could keep the theory alive. Everything on the TV is pre-recorded. I've just set it up to make it look like I'm working on things. I'm not. I'm sitting in the corner drinking exotic liqueur in my luxurious designer pajamas, smoking a pipe. I might have been pretty spot on with my first guesstimate on time left. I don't think I'm going to hit that 20-minute mark, because that would mean I'd be done maybe like 10 minutes from now, and I don't think that's really going to happen here. I got a little more time to put in on this before it's ready to show off to the world. For the big reveal, the big unveiling. The big reveal. Those Prismacolors would have been nice, Jess. With a bit wider brush to use. These sharpers. The Sharpies, they're pretty pointy. So, I mean, I've got it angled, which gives me a bit more coverage than if I were just, than if I were using just the tip. But
should have told me you could have done a mixed media.
Well,
You still can. You
too late for that now.
You can probably blend it across the board.
No, I don't think so.
Why'd you decide to color the background?
Because it was colored on the thing, and I thought it would look nice.
Well,
It always looks nicer when you color the background in.
Yeah, you're gonna be in real trouble if that marker runs out of ink.
Yeah, well, I've had that thought already. I just wasn't putting it out into the world.
Want me to try to find you a Prismacolor equivalent? You hand me the cap, I can go see what I got.
You can try.
Nice mango.
Jess is going to see if she has a Prismacolor marker that might match this. That has just a wider brush on it. You know, wider top for more coverage, more bang for your buck. I am nervous though. If she doesn't have one and this runs out, I'm going to be in real trouble. I don't know what I'll do then. And I'll have to go to the store tomorrow and try to find this exact set of colored Sharpies and hope to get another one that matches this. But hopefully we make it through. I hope. Because I've not used these Sharpies for much. And if it can't color one damn page, then that's pretty pathetic. Oh, hello. We've got Isaac Alejandro del Castillo Cisneros. Hello. Isaac is Mexicano. Well, you are certainly welcome here. I don't know much in the way of Espanol, but I'll do my best. Or if you can, if you know your way around English, of course that's going to be easier for me to communicate with you. But if you don't, you're still welcome. Think you might have found something?
I don't know. Do you have a scrap paper?
I got receipt right here.
No, that'll be see-through. I don't want to ruin your picture. Let's see what I've got.
Anyone who's watching, by the way, you know, you go ahead and hit the thumbs up and sub the channel if you would like to do that. I appreciate you. I appreciate your hanging out and all that kind of stuff. No comprende? Lo siento, señor. Pero... You're welcome here. You're still mi amigo, Isaac.
Scribble right here next to this one. Nope.
No.
I've got one more guess. I'll be right back.
Okay. Aquí tengo el traductor. Traductor. Can someone, if someone can Google that, Google Translate traductor. I don't remember what that word is. I haven't taken any Espanol since back in high school. I think my junior year was the last time I took any Espanol, which was a while back. No Espanol since escuela, Isaac. Es what is it? How do you say 20? I haven't quite been out for 20 years. Almost 20. I graduated in 2004. Diez años. Since I was in escuela. Carrot, you took Latin, huh? That seems like an interesting language to learn.
Might be pretty close.
It's a bit darker.
Come on, I've got 3 more. 2 more.
What was that one? This?
Looks pretty close.
It could be.
What about that one?
I don't know. I could do a dot right here and
Can
see.
you test a corner? Like maybe right there. That way if it's poopy, nobody will
Yeah,
notice.
let's see.
Color around it. Or color a little bit larger.
Let's see how it dries right there.
I can't tell.
I think it might be a little darker.
Then try this one. Because it's going to show up on the different kinds of paper differently.
This one.
Yeah, double check, make sure that's there. Yeah. That one looks closer. Why don't you try a little section? If it's too light, you can color over top of it, at least with that one. Looks the same to me.
Do full row and see.
I mean, are you gonna make like art prints?
No, I don't think so.
If it's a little different, then it's okay. The only downside is this isn't gonna be as streaky as the one that you were using before.
Yeah, for consistency, I might just use this in case. I'll keep that to the side, and if we run out of ink, then I have that as a backup.
Okay.
That's good. Well,
don't you like my markers?
I do. I just don't want it to look.
What happens if you color over a portion you've already done with that guy? Does that fix it?
Mm-mm.
Maybe it would smooth out the streaks.
I doubt it.
Joe says he's leaving because he's sad.
Why are you sad, Joe?
I don't know, there were sad faces. More sad faces. Did you miss all his sad faces?
Oh, traductor is translator in Spanish. Oh, okay. Good night, Isaac. You're welcome back anytime. Latin is confusing. Don't they say it's a dead language? No one just speaks straight up Latin anymore, do they? I mean, people learn it. You can learn it, but are there places in the world where you go and they still speak Latin?
Probably in the church.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
Like as a fluent language?
Yeah.
Thought it was like a dead language.
That's what I was saying. That's what I thought, but I could be wrong.
Joe is still sad. I'm going to go to bed, I think.
Okay.
I got that crazy guy tomorrow.
All right. Joe, why so many sad faces? Why is Joe sad this evening?
I'll stay out for you.
Okay. You never responded earlier about the screen door. Did the sad faces have anything to do with the screen door still not being able to find a spot for it, maybe? We are now, I would say, halfway through the coloring of this background. And we have a good backup in case this Sharpie I'm using goes the way of the dodo. Got a backup I can use. Jess asked me if I'm going to make any art prints of this thing I'm working on. I don't think so. I don't believe I will. I think I'll probably post a picture or two online. But no art prints of this one. Just a one-time deal. Well, I try to check this, the chat. I don't like to go too long without checking. I like to check in at reasonable intervals. There might be times where I have to go a little bit longer than I'd like. I'm really zeroing in on something and I don't want to break the concentration. Like last night, I was doing a lot of measuring, having to use the ruler and shenanigans like that. What I'm doing tonight doesn't require as much concentration, so it's allowing me to check back in a little more frequently, which is good from a customer service standpoint. Trying to be a hospitable host. Don't want to go an hour without checking the chat. People write comments, people take off, people leave, you don't even get to say goodbye. And I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to hot shot anyone. I'm trying to Hollywood you guys. Oh, look at the big shot working on his drawings. No time for the chat. I don't want to be like that. Joe's still sad. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm doing what I can. We're all doing what we can here. We're all trying to get by. Don't be sad. It's like the song says, don't worry, be happy. I think that used to be on that was on some commercial back in the day. I think it was on a cranberry juice commercial. Don't worry, be happy. Just drink a nice tall glass of cranberry juice from your local cranberry dealer. The big famous one. Not V8. They don't do cranberry juice, I don't think. Who does cranberry juice? Ocean Spray. I don't see anyone talk about Ocean Spray anymore. It probably was not real cranberry juice. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they were exposed as just being purveyors of sugary water with high fructose corn syrup. Maybe that's what happened to Ocean Spray. I used to like Ocean Spray though. It was a tasty beverage. Nice and tart. I like a good tart drink. This is kind of tart, what I'm having right now. It's the Sonic Hard Seltzer Lemon Berry. I mean, I'd rather have a beer in my hand, but trying to watch my figure, and these seltzers are a little bit easier on the beer belly. They don't give you a big beer gut. But I mean, if I had it my way, I'd have a nice stout lager in my hand. That's more my speed. No IPAs. You can take your IPAs and you can go fly a kite, as far as I'm concerned. Not an IPA fan. Like a nice stout lager with some flavor. I like a beer that doesn't taste like you just crushed up a pine tree. Or like you're drinking... I don't like beer that makes you feel like you're drinking a bottle of Pine Sol. Like, maybe you could drink it. Maybe you could drink this beer. Maybe you could clean your hardwood floors with it. I don't like that. It's not what I'm looking for in an alcoholic beverage. Never got into the IPA scene. The problem with IPAs is they always have really cool packaging too. If you go to your local craft beer dispensary dealer, your local beer dealership, you always see these cool craft brews. And over half the time you pick up a bottle or a six-pack to examine it further, see out of the corner of your eye, and you're like, ooh, that looks cool. Oh, it's another IPA. No thanks. Next. It all started with Sierra Nevada. I don't know if that's where it started. But I feel like that's what people... That was like the first IPA I remember people getting into. You gotta try Sierra Nevada. Okay. Yeah, it's alright. But that's like small time now. Then it just got extreme. People just want to see how extreme they can go. How hoppy can you get? That's what they want to know. I mean, I've eaten a hop before. Jess and I took the Sam Adams brewery tour a couple times in Boston. One of my favorite beers, my favorite beer companies. And they actually let you try the ingredients as you go through. So they let you just eat a hop if you want. I tried one. And there are some IPAs that I've had where it just tastes like you're eating a handful of hops. And I don't understand how that's enjoyable for people. I mean, it's just not... It's not a pleasurable drinking experience, in my opinion. And you might say it's an acquired taste. Well, it's not a taste that I'm interested in acquiring. How about that? going back to the chat here. Carrot says, now that you mention it, a lot of cranberry/cranberry related product ads aren't really played anymore. I remember old Craisin ads, but now I can't recall the last time I saw one. Yeah, I remember Craisins, but I agree, I've not seen an ad for Craisins in a long time, nor have I seen Craisins in the store. Have I ever played Rim World? I've never heard of that. What is this Rim World? By the by, I'm gonna guess 15 minutes left on this coloring right now. I think I've got about 15 minutes. "15 minutes to the big reveal." Let me see. Jess, your dad eats Craisins? I didn't know that. I never knew this about your dad. He's a Craisin fan. Maybe I've seen a bag of... I don't know. Do they keep them over by the microwave? Now I'm kind of thinking maybe I've seen Craisins in the kitchen. This is like jogging memories now. Would I find Craisins by the microwave over at your mom and dad's? Okay, I was right. Yeah, for some reason when you said that, I just immediately, like after a second, I pictured a bag of Craisins like over on that little, what do you call that, a hutch? Where the microwave is in the kitchen. Like maybe I have seen Craisins in that very spot, and I guess I have. More perceptive than I give myself credit for, I guess. Just have to have the memory jogged a bit. Okay, I'm calling this the 10-minute warning. Coming down to the home stretch here. Trying to think what I would charge someone if I did what I'm doing right now, like as a commission. I don't know what a fair price would be. A lot of people out there on Twitter, a lot of artists doing those commission pieces. I don't have time for that though. Got other things I need to work on. But some artists get wrapped up in that. They start out with ideas, with big dreams to do this or that project. Then they open commissions and they find out that people are like willing to pay them to just draw. Hey, can you draw this character doing this thing in this setting? And you can make decent money doing that. And then some people get so wrapped up in doing their commissions, they never get around to that big project they wanted to do. I wouldn't want to fall victim to that. Seems like it could be tempting if you figured out, hey, I can make X amount of dollars on every commission. If you're the type of artist that people are, tracking down, type of artist people want to hire, it'd be tough to keep your eye on the prize and not take that immediate payoff. Oh boy, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Almost there. Jess said that commissions are tricky business. Every time she accepts one, she regrets it. Because she has a hard time completing them in a timely fashion with the demand of her normal clients and commitments. Joe said, if I make a video with OBS, do you care if I credit you in the description? Super divorce. No. Why would I mind? I feel like I'd have to be a real dick if I said, yes, I do mind. Don't credit me, Joe. I don't want to be credited in other people's videos. You'd have to be a real son of a bitch to say something like that. Someone who just wants to shout you out in the description of your video. Credit away is what I say. Cheers. I'm done. Oh. All right. Oh boy. Joe, yes. Yeah. Well, I'm guessing by credit you mean like tag me or something? Give me credit for turning you on to OBS? Yeah, of course. For sure. Alright, you want to see what I was working on, guys? You want to see what this is? Well, what I've just completed was a what you call it, a piece to commemorate the very first super chat that this channel ever received. Carrot, I told you that I was going to have to do this. So here we go. Look at that. Thank you, Carrot, for your wonderful contributions to the Super Divorce YouTube channel. This was quite a project, actually. You know, you look at it, and it's like, oh, it's just a little GIF of these little controller guys. That's not too bad. Then I sat down and actually started mapping it out, and you realize drawing pixel art by hand is something else. Thank you. Glad you like it. Yeah. All those damn squares. That's quite a challenge. It was a nice challenge. So there we go. Carrot, if you would like to, please email superdivorce@superdivorceme.com. That's the email address. superdivorce@superdivorceme.com. Email me your shipping address, and I will put this in the mail for you. I'm just going to snap a photo or two and post it on social media, just to have record of it. But this is yours. As it says, thank you very much for your support. And whew, all that coloring. I'm glad that this guy held up for this background. I was getting worried for a moment because it seemed like the ink might have been running out, but it held up. It hung in there, so that's good. All right. Sounds good. I'll be on the lookout. I'll put that in the mail ASAP. Joe said when I said cheers, that was right when he finished his water bottle. It was like, ee. Oh. Wrist feels pretty good after all that coloring. You know, I really enjoy the process of working on paper with like ink, with actual pens and and pencil, using erasers. It's all part of the fun for me. I mean, I've got an iPad, and Jess does a lot digitally, and I know a lot of artists prefer it now. A lot of people have switched over. A lot of people say they would never go back to traditional media. But I don't know. I've dabbled in digital. I'm not talking shit. It's just the process of using all the tools and getting your hands a little dirty, feeling the ink, hitting the paper, the tactile sensations. It can't be reproduced by the digital version. Even when you get the brushes that simulate sort of the way that a pencil draws or certain pens draw, and they can kind of recreate the look of an actual pen or pencil. A little bit scribbly, a little wavy. You can throw those things in and it makes it feel a little more authentic, but there's nothing like having a piece of paper in front of you and just using a pencil or a pen and going to town. And the stakes are higher too. We were just talking about that, Jess. Stakes are higher. There is no undo. Actually, an undo if you want an undo button, you have to get an X-Acto knife out or get white out or something. I had to use this a little bit on the picture I just showed you because I accidentally put some black lines with my pen where there should not have been black lines, and we didn't have any whiteout in the house, and I was like, well, what if I just scratch it out? You can come up with little hacks and try different things. It worked out all right. Not too bad. Yes, Jess, time is money. I understand. I get it. Joe said once my dog pissed on a drawing I took 3 hours on. It was a Mario 1 drawing. It took 4 hours for me because I had to remake every pixel. Well, I'll believe it. Doing pixel art by hand on a piece of paper is a time-consuming endeavor, but it's a worthy endeavor. When you get done, it's very satisfying. I'm satisfied looking at this. It's a satisfying production. Full of satisfaction right now. Jess said I would always prefer non-digital as a method of art for fun and sensory satisfaction. It does satisfy the senses in a way that working on that iPad just doesn't. Carrot said, next stream I'll let you know what name I put it under, just on the off chance that someone emails you attempting to pose as myself, though I don't foresee that being a problem. Ah, yes. Good idea. Yeah, I don't know if Joe was here when Carrot was talking about the dog piss incident that he had with slipping in dog piss and spraining a wrist. Would you rather sprain your wrist because you slipped in dog piss, or would you rather have a dog piss all over a drawing that you spent a lot of time on? That's a good question to ponder. I'd probably rather have him piss on the drawing, because if I sprain my wrist, then I wouldn't be able to do any more drawings. I wouldn't imagine, unless it was my left wrist. Then I don't know. Then that's more of a toss-up. But I don't know. I don't want to sprain my wrist, even if it's my left one. There are other things I need to do. I'm a pretty active guy, you know, that I wouldn't be able to continue my normal exercise regimen. I have to change that up. No, I'd probably just let him piss on the drawing, and then I'd do it over again. All right. Well, everyone. Oh, Joe said once I broke my leg, but I could somehow still walk good. Guess you broke it in just the right place. Maybe you had the aid of a nice cast, or a leg sling, maybe a pair of crutches. I think I'm going to head on out here, guys. It's been a productive evening, productive day, and hope to come back very soon with another piece of artwork to share and hang out with everyone. Throw a new game on the GameCube, perhaps tomorrow. Yeah. So, if you've been hanging out and you haven't done so, please like this video, comment below if you got anything, sub to the channel if you haven't done that yet, bong the gong for notifications so you know when new videos go live, you know, hit that bell, so you can come and hang out when we do live streams and so on. All that jazz. Okay. You too, Carrot. You have a good night. And again, thank you, everybody. Till next time, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.